start a very interesting session on the art of storytelling. Hello. In a minute or so, we are going to start a very interesting panel discussion on the art of storytelling.
My book is, I think it's there, Entangled Destinies. I think this, then this is whose book? Then my book, that's mine. We put two more bottles here. We put yours in the center. Here, this would be my Entangled Destinies. Yes. This is mine. And this.
Yeah. Hello. Welcome to the panel discussion on the art of storytelling from concept to completion. I'm sure it's going to be a fascinating session, but before that, we have a pleasant task of launching a new book, a book called in Hindi, Anjane Rishte Anjane Safar by Sujata Tarte. So I have the privilege of launching the book, Sujata ji.
It's a great pleasure for me that I have the esteemed Ashish Datta sir. He is an author, software entrepreneur from Bangalore, and he is doing the honors by launching and unveiling my book. This book was actually written, the English edition was written in 2023. It instantly became a bestseller and continued for quite some time. And on popular demand, this is the Hindi edition for the Hindi readers.
So the book is hereby launched. Congratulations, Sujata. I will do that at the end of it, or because, yeah. So welcome to the session of the art of storytelling. And one thing I say, the writers, the authors, never go by their looks, never go by what they seem to be what. Because sitting beside me is Sujata Tarte. Sujata is an educator, retired principal, TEDx speaker, author. All that is very fine. She looks every part of it. But then she is the author of a book called Entangled Destinies Search for Love, Truth, and Joy, which is actually a crime thriller in a transcendental setting. And that you can't make it out from her looks. We have Rohit Narang. Rohit is a practicing chartered accountant from Chandigarh. Sujata is from Kota, Rajasthan. Rohit is from Chandigarh. And Rohit helps numerous people to crack CA exam code. But then he also has an esoteric side. We will come to that. Uh, we have on my right, on your far left is Minakshi Kumar. Minakshi has traveled the arc from being a corporate executive to a homemaker. So she brings with her a very important, salient thing on the table, which is, I say, the silent voice of millions. And that's what you bring to the table, Minakshi. Her book, In the Game of Love, One Step Forward, Two Steps Back. Rohit's book, I forgot to mention, is Gift of Confidence, is something every aspiring student of chartered accountant should read. I would say every aspiring person should read. Young people should read. And we have Raj Abhishek. Raj is a student of doing his master's in BHU, and he has already written 4 books, 3 physical books, 1 e-book, and his book, The Untold Story, is a contemporary fiction. So you see, this galaxy of authors are going to bring in very different perspectives to the subject of storytelling. And finally, I'm Ashish Dotto. I'm a software entrepreneur and a writer for about 24 years, writing mainly in print media, in newspapers, in-flight magazines, travel magazines. And I have this uncanny feeling that stories talk when I travel. So I have my book called Gandhi and the London Cabbie, which is stories that just fell in during the travels from Jerusalem to the remote Himalayas. So let me start with a question of from concept to completion of storytelling. Where do we start? Rohit, if you may say that from your experience, where did the concept come from of your book? And then we can go for a special case, then we can chart into the general case of concepts.
Yeah. Hi. So in my case, it was like I was interacting with CA students, and CA students, they, so they are like facing failure a lot. So then my journey was quite different from the other people. So I did my chartered accountancy course very easily, and I used to share my thoughts with all the people who were pursuing this course, and they were benefited by it. And then I thought, what about the people whom I don't meet at all? So that was a concept where I thought like, okay, I should share my journey with all the students. So then that's how it started.
So for you, Rohit, it has been a pretty structured progression from your profession to you go to the side of where the students trying to get into your profession,
Yeah.
that kind of a thing.
Yes.
Okay, let me take this to my extreme right, Minakshi. Your concept of your book, because you have traversed both the sides of being in the corporate sector and being a housewife. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'll start straight from my second book, this In the Game of Love. This is my second book, and this happened because proof of pudding isn't eating. So it was when I had to handle the responsibilities of household. I could feel the pain of mothers, rather all the women who sacrifice their dreams and desires to nurture their families, their homes, but what they get in return, not even a word of appreciation. So they undergo so much of agony for losing their identity and even confidence. So women who have to live a life of oblivion despite their capabilities, I made an attempt to bring forth the story of all such women. Because story is the best medium to reach a wider audience. And before this, I did, because I had to handle, as I said, household responsibilities, the kitchen comes in the forefront. So my first book was on nutrition and cooking. So that was talking about all the basic details that I came to know as it came as insight, I would say, while working in kitchen. So that was my first, and this is the second book.
Okay, so if I may generalize it, it came basically from your personal experience and you broadened it to the empathy for all the people, housewives, who sacrifice a major part of their life for others, for their own family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's true.
So that's fair. Coming to Raj Abhishek, Raj, this particular story, you are into contemporary fiction. So where your concepts come from of what you're going to write about?
Um, I personally feel that we are writers, we are storytellers because we have a story to tell. We write because we feel no one can tell this particular story better than us. I have written on various genres. This is contemporary fiction. I have written on horror. I have written on romance. So this basically questions some aspects of society जो हमें आसपास हमें हमारे दिखाई देता है ना, like you see corruption, है ना, you see some malpractices going on, and as a common person, what can you do about it? Until unless you have the power to change it. And when you don't have that administrative power, I guess pen is the most powerful weapon you can pick up. So that is the thing I wanted to put out a societal issue, and that is how this story came into shape.
So your concepts come from your experience looking at the society around you. Maybe it's abrasiveness, and in order to counter that, what is better than the pen?
True, very true.
Yeah, great. Sujata, coming back to you, you have told a little bit of where, but tell me, crime thriller, where does it come from?
All right. I'll tell you, first of all, how I conceived the idea. We had planned a family trip to Varanasi, and while I was doing research, I came across a very strange ritual which is practiced there. It's an annual ritual, an actual ritual. Like, can you imagine women dancing among funeral pyres? When I heard it, I said, oh God, oh my God, what is this? How can women do it? I thought of that, and that sparked the idea, curiosity, which happens to be my niche area also. Then, I'm been into the field of education, and a retired principal, CBSE resource person. I'm 70. So with 4 decades of experience, I thought I knew that the best way to convey any idea is storytelling.
I will take this cue,
So,
Sujata, from
that's
you
it.
of
Right.
storytelling and come to Rohit. Rohit, you are a chartered accountant. You wrote a book about how young students can aspire to be a chartered accountant and what they should do. But then, here comes between the two is to make a story out of it, to make a fiction out of non-fiction. So, how did you do that?
So actually, it was kind of a challenge. So I had to try different methods. So probably I tried 4 different methods, how to present my story. So then I thought like the best way to put forward the story in a fiction way is that I'll create a character who will represent all the students who have interacted with me, came to me with their problems. And for the reader, it should be interesting enough. So if I, write it in a very plain, simple manner, okay, this is a question and this is the answer, it won't click. So that is where this fiction part comes into picture. So I created this fictional character which represented all the students, and there is a guide who actually, in fact, is me. So he is guiding that student and helping that person to overcome all the obstacles in the journey of becoming a chartered accountant.
Uh, it reminds me of something. The first book where I contributed as an author, as one of the authors, is a book on software. And it came about that a professor from IIM Bangalore, for whom I used to do a lot of workshops, so he gathered 6 of us and he said, look, there is no good book of ERP software in India. The only book is SAP manual, and being a German book, it's absolutely precise and extremely unreadable. So we need to write a book which people can read.
Yeah.
It should be interesting, and that was the first journey, and this I did 20 years ago. So it reminds me that book of non-fiction on subject matter books, how to make them interesting. It's extremely difficult, I tell you. Yeah. So in the storytelling part, Raj Abhishek, what kind of techniques do you use in your storytelling way? I mean, is it the traditional, or you break away from the traditional part, or how you go about?
So there's this very interesting technique that I use. I also conduct workshops at colleges, writing fiction writing workshops. और मैं वहाँ उन्हें ये कहता हूँ ना, if you are starting writing, write as if you are narrating an incident to your best friend. तो होता है ना, we get into so much detail when we are reciting an incident to our friend, है ना? So I guess that is the most basic foundation we can develop as storytellers or as writers, और जब आपका एक perception develop हो जाए, है ना? When you know how to say things in present things, then you can go to the advanced thing. तब तो आप बिना देखे भी कुछ लिख सकते हैं. But the original source is that medium, है ना? And मुझे तो लगता है this is completely lie when we say this is a completely fiction. If I say my story is completely fiction, I must be lying somewhere, because nothing is completely fiction. कहीं ना कहीं से तो हमने कुछ ना कुछ तो उठाया होगा.
Meenakshi, I have a question in the same way, but slightly twisted one. Is when you write a book, or your book on this one, how much you decided should be you, and how much you decided that you are out of this and you are a writer of a story? To what extent the book is you, and to what extent the book is not you?
I think Abhishek was right in saying that a book cannot be entirely fictional. कुछ ना कुछ आपकी लाइफ से तो वो facts लेते ही हैं. तो from in my case it had been like first was non-fiction, तो उसमें तो ठीक है, you pick up facts and you just bring it out in the form of knowledge that people will take it. But this second book, which is called fictional, I had a strong feeling about this feeling of discontentment in women, because when I myself experienced that, then I thought, why not share it with other women? And I had experiences of other women also, like we are of a age when हम लोग educated वाले section में आ गए हैं. Like there was one point of time where women were not like getting education, so they had no opportunity to be part of the working force और ये सब. Like हमारे case में ये different हो गया था. We had the opportunity to, move out and make a career also. So here we had a choice to make. And when you like give away your choice and take a non celebrated part, then the pain, that how to express that. So you first feel that. So the feeling has to be very strong, and then only the flow of thoughts will happen, and then you weave it into form of a story.
So how much of your pain you injected to your protagonist?
I would, of course, like my protagonist is also, she's an IIM graduate, and I am a business graduate. And then when I had to decide whether to take up a home like I could shift to my household totally or to be part of the corporate sector, then you had to make a choice. Us samay then took experience of other women also. I thought maybe I'm thinking in a particular way, but it was not that. Because family comes as a priority. At back 30 years back, when we were of that age, when we could choose a career, then it was all the more priority for all of us. Maybe the things have changed quite a lot for today's women. तो देर थोड़ा अवेयरनेस भी आ गया है. तो उस समय सबके लिए फैमिली हम लोग की प्रायोरिटी होती थी. देन हमको लाइक वी हैड टू लुक आफ्टर द फैमिलीज, एंड इफ यू डोंट लुक आफ्टर इट देन इट कम्स एज अ कॉस्ट. सो यू हैव टू डिसाइड व्हिच वे और व्हाट यू चूज.
Right. Sujata, for you, what kind of a storytelling arc did you adopt for your book?
All right. Actually, I knew that to be a true story which can be received and keep the reader engrossed, I needed to follow the story arc. I did it. I first, of course, created backstories for my characters and the character had to be very relatable, someone very vulnerable. So my main character is a 22-year-old young, vulnerable girl. And she loses, her brother is murdered, her father disappears, she goes to Mumbai, some romance, some deception, all these things are there. But I plotted out everything on a graph, as a storyteller should. You know, keeping 70% for the rising action in my graph. Every point I point, at this point, this will disturb this point, every point. Then, also the falling action at the end. I was very sure I did not want to leave any loose ends at the end of my story. I had to ensure that the reader goes satisfied at the end of the story. So I reread the novel, the whole book, maybe 30 times to see that I've revisited every character arc, every, subplot, every incident to check that nothing is left untied. And I noted them on one side of my graph. And in the last 2-3 chapters, that is the denouement, I ensured that every part was properly tied. Yes, I am writing its sequel, but it's not a cliffhanger. I have not left anything. That book is complete in itself. So this is what I did. Thank
when
you.
you were speaking, I thought I should be over there because it's the principal speaking and me, the student, listening over here.
No.
Thank you so much for this precise. For me, I can tell you that my book consists of 10 stories. They are all 10 separate short stories, but written in first person, which is I am narrating what is happening during my travels and journeys. Some stories just came. They are all true stories to start with, and my challenge was to what extent should I fictionalize it? Of course, I changed the name of the characters and other things. Some stories just came with a earth-crashing bang. Okay, and the story started. There are other incidents where I thought कि ये कहानी खत्म हो गई है, कोई कहानी नहीं है इसमें, and then the story started after that, and then I had to rethink how to write the story, and so Abhishek, when you were writing the story which Sujata narrated, he got the entire arc, that is from a movie director's point of view, the entire script, all the scenes are completely recorded, and then you go and start shooting the film. For you, for writing, to what extent it is structured, to what extent it is free-flowing? कि बीच में जाके कि ये character I can make it mold this way or that way, और ये element थोड़ा दे दे, वो element थोड़ा दे दे, ये कैसी है?
सर आई बिलीव हर स्टोरी का एक तरीका होता है कैसे आप उसे सुना रहे हैं. जैसे इफ़ यू आर राइटिंग फॉर फिल्म्स, लाइक आई ऑल्सो राइट फॉर फिल्म, शॉर्ट फिल्म्स, तो वहाँ पे आपको स्ट्रक्चर करना ही पड़ता है. यू कैन नॉट गो मतलब ऐसे ही आप नहीं जा सकते. सो यू हैव टू मेक अ प्रॉपर स्ट्रक्चर, 3 act structure, act scenes. But I think when it comes to short stories or novellas, then you have the liberty to go with free flow. And if I talk about myself, मैंने जितने भी अभी तक किताबें लिखी हैं, आई हैव नॉट मेड एनी स्ट्रक्चर. मैं बस शुरू कर किया और एंड आई फिनिश्ड. क्योंकि मुझे खुद पे थोड़ा कम भरोसा है. कि मैं एक स्ट्रक्चर अगर फॉलो कर दिया तो व्हाट इफ मुझे इच्छा करेगा कि यार ये कैरेक्टर से ये करवाना है, तो आई कैन नॉट डू दैट इफ आई हैव अ फिक्स स्ट्रक्चर. सो आई like to keep it open, but if it is for films, then you cannot keep it open.
Coming to the act of writing, because storytelling, ultimate act of writing. Meenakshi, what kind of a regimen do you have in writing? Ki I have to write so many words every week, or this time, or it's kind of impromptu for
Yeah,
you?
it's, I would say I'm a very unpredictable character myself. It comes as like you have a strong feeling for something, and you have strong emotion, and then you jot it down, and then when you are at little peace with yourself, then you frame it into a story form, so that this can be communicated to the readers. Or otherwise, like I don't first think, or I don't structure before. I do it the other way.
So, Rohit, what would be your writing regimen?
So for me, actually, for my first book, so second one is actually in the pipeline. For the first book, I went to Rishikesh and I collected all the questions from my students and I started writing. And for me, it was more like first expressing yourself, writing it, whatever you want to share with the world, and then going to the editing part. Now, some of the things, they trouble you because you are writing non-fiction, but in a fictionalized way. Then you are stuck. So the question that you asked, Meenakshi, at the beginning, that so how much of you and how much of you as a writer? So for me, it was kind of like, I'm an honest person. So for me, to tell a very simple lie is very difficult. So that was the biggest challenge for me. So then the more I kept on writing, I felt like, okay, now, right now also, if you read my book, 90% of the things are exactly ditto as they had happened. But 10% fiction, made it so interesting that everybody, if you may permit, I'll share a very small incident with you.
Yeah.
So I participated in, pre-national competition for air pistol shooting. And I had thought that, okay, this is a motivational story. So I need some sort of motivation before going into my match. So what I did was, I thought like half of my book I'll read a day before and half on the day of my match. But as I started reading, I got so engrossed, so I couldn't sleep without finishing it. So that is how 10% of fiction, but used in such a manner, it can help. So there were so many incidents where I was stuck for 2-3 days. I was not able to find how to actually put it forward to the readers so that it is believable. So that's the main thing. So I should use fiction to that extent that it is But yes, of course, for me, this writing part is very simple. Express yourself, and then you cut off all the things that you don't want into the things that you want to share. Okay.
And when you people write, especially for those, in the fiction category, do you have a vision of a reader in front of you? Or for Rohit, I would presume, I may be wrong, that you can fairly see the faces of the CA aspirants, okay? But that is not so for most of us. So I'm asking this question, Abhishek, आपको दिखाई देती है वो रीडर आप जब लिखते हैं?
Sir, to be honest, no.
No.
मुझे लगता है दिखाई देना भी नहीं चाहिए, because when you are in the seat of a storyteller, then you are merely telling a story. अगर आपका रीडर का चेहरा आपके सामने आ रहा है ना, then you are delivering a story to someone. और अगर आप किसी समवन को डिलीवर कर रहे हैं ना, तो शायद उसके पसंद नापसंद से आपका स्टोरी शेप करने लगे. So I don't want that in my story. So I never imagine any reader or a particular group of readers. So it is just me telling a story.
Telling a story. Okay. What about you, Sujata?
Yes, when I started, of course, I plotted out the story. In between, I changed the plot also. When I thought, sometimes I felt the character, the young Ria, she's running away with my plot. What I'd planned, she's not going according to that. Well, to a certain extent, I let her veer away. Because that is there. And of course, I don't ever think of the reader because at that time, I get so engrossed in the characters' emotions, conflicts. These things, they are more important to me because I don't have any fixed audience that I can think of. It's 16 onwards, any age. So I really don't imagine. I can't think of that.
Rohit,
So आपने ये बोला ना that there was no face of CA aspirant while I was telling the story, but it was like that it is their problems or it is a problem of the students, all the students who are facing while preparation of any competitive exams. So my purpose is very clear. I wanted to convey that, okay, this is a very easy job if you approach it this way. So, so I was not, imagining somebody sitting in front of me, but yes, I felt their problems. So that is how, it shaped.
yeah. I had a slightly a kind of a problem when I write my story because in my stories, because they happen during travel or in a particular place and other things, the place or the journey becomes a character by itself. Okay. Now, if you are in a place like Varanasi, it's relatively easier to make Varanasi a character of your story because Varanasi itself has got so much of character. But then there are mundane places where you are. One of my story happens in Frankfurt, and Frankfurt doesn't have really that kind of a character. Okay. Another story is in Jerusalem, which has a character. Okay. So the challenge has been how to make that a character of the story. And now the discussion, as you can see, is storytelling from concept to completion. Meenakshi, when did you feel that now my book is, from a writing point of view, is complete? When is complete complete?
I would say the book is never complete. The more you read, the more flaws you find in it. So you have to take a decision. Now it's enough. And like you put yourself in a reader's shoe and then you feel, okay, I mean, at least you're getting the basic feel of the story. So that should be the idea. But otherwise, if I have to read the story, I'll find, oh, I could have done this way. I could have improved it this way. So for a writer, it's never complete.
जैसे सर मैंने कहा ना, I doubt myself very much. एक दो reading के बाद I said,
I will call you Raj Abhishek Thomas. You know why? Doubting Thomas.
the thing is that मुझे पता है अगर मैं 3-4 reading करता रहा ना, तो I'll do that number of corrections in my book and that book will never like get completed. So after 1 or 2 or 3 readings, I know I should stop now. अब रुक जाना चाहिए.
Sujata, for you?
Because like the more we read, we keep finding, nahi, yahan pe there's some improvement is required, something is required. And even while the outlining also, that time also I feel, yes, this looks too simplistic. And I had to, at least the end of every chapter, the beginning of every chapter, that continuity, I had to recheck. That if supposing the reader leaves midway and starts the next chapter, after maybe a few days, the reader doesn't feel lost. So little bit, these small things I took care after I wrote everything. Because writing, at first I thought, writing is nice, editing just a few reads and it will be done. But no, it took me 30 reads almost until I was so fed up that I literally had to keep the book. I said, "No, I don't want to see the book now." That was the state.
Thank you.
Thank
Rohit,
you.
for you, when you started writing this book, and now you can write a 100-page book, you can write a 200-page book, you can write a 500-page book on the subject, same subject, right? So from a content point of view, there is no scarcity. So how did you manage that part key? This is what I'm going to write about these pages and make it complete.
Actually, I was not having a target in my mind. I told you that first I expressed myself, and whatever was published, I probably wrote more than double of it. And while editing, took off all the unnecessary parts out of it, so that the main purpose is served. For me, I'm also that kind of person who seeks like to perfect everything. So there was so much in my mind. So there were so many questions asked by the students. So I wanted to answer everything. So to get out of that trap, to let this book go out of my hand. So I had to ask a very simple question to myself: is the purpose served for which I was writing? So once I felt like, okay, now this the purpose is served. So with this content, the purpose will be served. So then I, let it go out of my hand. Otherwise, it's very difficult because you in your head you have a lot more to say. So you know that you can contribute a lot more to the society by sharing your, thoughts with everybody. But yes, that is the thing. I asked, okay, now is the purpose served with this version? Yes, that was the answer, and then I let it out.
Yeah. I would like to know from all of you whether you have used something like a bouncing board with your, you have written a chapter, you written the story, given it to someone, taken a feedback. Ki, what do you feel like? Has it happened to you, Meenakshi? Yeah.
Yes, I gave it to my friend, and then faults were pointed out. Then yes, without that it is difficult.
Without that, it is difficult. So you,
Because you yourself, because you're so much engrossed in your own story,
right,
you don't tend to realize the loopholes.
right, right. Yeah.
I guess my answer will also be the same, ma'am. I have a few friends who read my work before I publish them. So they also provide criticism, and मैं तो ये कहता हूँ भाई तुम अच्छा चीज़ मत बोलो, खराब चीज़ बोलो पहले क्या है ना, because अच्छा चीज़ मुझे पता है इसीलिए तो मैं लिखा हूँ. So that is what I guess you need 2 or 3 people to read or proofread or edit your work. You shouldn't do that yourself.
What about you, Sujata?
Yes, I also, my son had been telling me for a long time, write, leave your job and start writing. I had been writing for quite some time, but not as a full-fledged author, so I gave it to him. Then my sisters, my relatives, close relatives basically, and they gave me very valuable suggestions, which I incorporated, because this was my debut book, and there were many things that needed to be refined. Thank you.
No, for me, it was like, though I had a specific audience in my mind for which I was writing the book, but then my title of my book is Gift of Confidence. Confidence is something that everybody needs. So what I did was I wrote this book in Rishikesh, and it was in one ashram that I was staying, and then so many foreigners were coming for yoga teacher training course. So what I did was that I made them my audience, that okay, now these people have got nothing to do with the content of my book. If they like it, this means I'm writing something good. So that was my test audience. So of course I made some of them read my book, and then took feedback from those people, and it helped me a lot. So it kind of gave me the validation, okay, now this is the audience that I was not expecting while writing, but if they are liking, this means I am writing something good. So this, contributed a lot in my journey.
Okay. My problem is a bit easier. My wife is an unforgiving critic. so, so, yeah. So she would hold the mirror and say, "ये नहीं हुआ है, वो जमता नहीं है, it's not appealing," and then you go back to the board and rewrite the entire thing, other things. If there are any questions, I think if any particular thing you would like to say before I open it up to the question to, yeah, about the whole topic, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it has been really enriching that your questions had been really very interesting. And now I have my third book, that is a short story collection that will give 2 minutes to just present it before readers. And I would like to say thank you to all of you, but nothing specific I have to talk.
Yeah. Raj, any
First of all,
parting shot?
first of all, जितने यहाँ बैठे हैं, thank you so much. You could have gone anywhere, but you chose to sit here. That's our pleasure. Thank you so much. And I would also like to give a shout out to Saman sir. He's sitting in audience. He's a fantastic writer. He's a fantastic author, and it's our privilege that he's here for our panel. Thank you so much, sir. And also to the technical team who work a whole day, to get the videos and photos done. Thank you so much, and I hope you will share it with us too. So,
अरे तुम हमारे काम कर जाओगे क्या? नहीं, I was joking. Yeah, Rohit, any
I think so.
parting thoughts?
For
on the
me, it's
subject?
like it's been a very good journey. So you don't know, for in my fraternity, chartered accountants fraternity, or even from medical students. So I have listened to so many stories from students who have been benefited by the book, and that keeps me motivated to write my next one. So I'm writing it on relationships. Hopefully, I'll be in a position to again come to this
Excellent.
place and then.
Sujata?
It's been such an enriching experience writing, because every time it hits the bestseller list, all my 3 books have already become bestsellers on Amazon. 4 books, in fact. The 5th one, I've just, on popular demand, I've written the Hindi translation. So it's deeply satisfying. So if anyone wants to write, go ahead. That's what I would like to tell it. Write it. Yes, there would be heartbreaks. You would feel that, at times, you would feel what is happening. Sometimes you do come across the blocks, writer's block. But still go ahead and write. It's deeply enriching, ultimately.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I would open to the floor if there are questions from the audience. Anyone, you can have a microphone or give a shout out. Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is for all of you, and this is what I struggle with a bit. How do you balance your creativity and the craft? Just to give an example, just to not to get into that pit, I write across genres. So it helps me to remain creative, at least for that genre. But there are a lot of authors who stick to a particular genre. So how do you balance that craft with the creativity so that it doesn't get boring? Now, just to make it more easier, so when you see a top actor and who has been working for say 30 years, his craft has improved, but you know that he's getting repetitive, which means his creativity is decreasing. Craft and creativity are inversely proportional. How do you balance it? Thank you.
Very tricky question, sir. You
Yes, I would like to answer, because I also write across genres. As an educationist, I write on creativity. I've written 2 books, both have been Amazon bestsellers. I have planned 2 more. In fact, the sequel to this book, I had planned it long ago, but I have not yet, I've written it half. But then I shifted to writing on creativity, and then again, I will come back to this. The idea is sort of incubating in my mind, I feel. That's my feeling.
Anyone would like to take up this question?
For me, like creativity is something that you pick from surroundings. Like you feel for something, you pick it up, and then you make it relatable. So when you craft it into a story, you make it more, relatable to your actual happenings. So, I mean, that feeling, our emotion, that lead to your creativity. And craft is like your, of course, the factual part or the learnings that you, done in the process. That's my feeling.
But, sir, if I can actually answer this thing, for me, craft comes at a very later part. Because the idea is this, because we are creative, that's where this storytelling comes. And craft, yes. After we have written everything, then we can think about the craft. So if I'm missing something from the craft perspective, then I'll incorporate those things. I'll just edit a few things. So that will help. Because see, first if we start worrying about the craft, then I think so we won't be able to serve the purpose. So I think so that's my take on your question. Yeah, thank you.
Sir, I have had the same question in mind many a times कि creativity को कैसे ना maintain करके रखा जाए because it fluctuates every time. और जो मेरे लिए काम work करता है, the thing that works for me is I work on multiple genres at a time. Like if my mood is to write horror, I'll write horror. If I want to write something like a very basic thing, metaphorical thing, I'll write it. अगर शायद मैं अपने आप को एक चीज़ में कन्फाइन कर दूँ तो क्रिएटिविटी भी कम होगा और शायद वो क्राफ्ट भी उतना अच्छे से खिल के ना आए बाहर. That's my personal thing. Like I work on multiple genres to keep that excitement and creativity alive, sir.
I didn't get your name, sir. You.
Suman Mukherjee.
So, what I do is I've been writing mainly on 3 areas, very divergent areas. I write on travel, I write on music, and I write on other aspects of culture. Okay. So, first of all, because the genres are different, that keeps me thinking anew about each one. Even in music, for instance, I write on classical music and also on street music. And the approaches to are completely different. When I'm writing about Maihar Gharana, is different from when I'm writing about street musicians of Europe. Yeah. So, very different. That's how I think I keep renewing things. I may be writing on the one person I wrote a lot about is Rumi. So when I write about Rumi, it is one way of writing about it. And then I write about a popular culture. It has to be, your pace becomes different, as a writer. You are slower when you are treating Rumi, and you are faster when you are treating a popular culture. That, of course, come as a craft also. Yeah. Because you know how to treat each subject in which way when you are writing.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
If that answers some of your questions.
Yes,
Yeah.
totally. So basically the challenge will be when you're writing on the same genre and writing differently. That's where
Writing differently. Yeah.
real challenge will be.
That's right.
And the escape part is you write across genre, so it will be easy.
Yeah, yeah. But then even, let's say, I'll give you 2 pieces I remember. One I wrote on in travel, but it was a kind of how people should treat wildlife as. So it's not about any but people say, ये टाइगर नहीं देखा कि तो पैसा वसूल नहीं हुआ. So I was writing something, when you go to wildlife, you go to respect wildlife and you go to learn from them, not to see the tiger.
Yeah, yeah.
If you see the tiger, that's a bonus, okay. But so that's one kind of writing. Another kind of writing I took in a completely travel only, filmy thing. So when I was writing on London Underground, celebrated 150 years. So I started with Tom Cruise because there's a famous movie where he was, the Underground was a character of that movie. So it took a very filmy way of describing. These kind of things, you need to try and do it constantly in order to do that.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other question? Yeah. One more.
Hello everyone.
Yeah.
My name is Priyanshu. Actually, my question था कि how you guys decide the ending of the book?
How you?
How you decide the ending of the book? Like this will be the ending of our book. So and also pacing, like slow pace, fast pace. So this is the question, and I'm also I'm starting writing. So actually,
Can you take the mic closer? Yeah.
कुछ tips भी चाहिए थे कि aspiring writers के लिए कुछ
Okay. So how to end the book? Yeah.
So when I start writing, I of course think if it's fiction, I plan it out whether it will be a comedy or a tragedy. What would be the end? Something. Yes, if like when I started my book, I did not plan a sequel, but I wanted to end it properly, all ends tied. I did that, and then of course I'm writing the sequel. It will still be done in a very nice way. I'm very, very confident about that. Now, about the pacing, you know, that's a part of craft. You can do the pacing. Like you have short sentences, quick pace.
I think
fast
for pacing, the best is you attend another session which would be there on pacing. I'm sure there would be because they have sessions on so many subjects. I would like to thank National Book Trust. I would like to thank the organizers and who? No, I think we don't have any time for questions anymore. So I'm sorry because the next session is going to start. Please take up the question separately. You can release the book. I would like to thank Rohit, Sujata, Raj Abhishek and Minakshi and me, Ashish Datto, signing off. But before that, we will release the book of Minakshi. Thank you so much for attending. It's called Kaleidoscope. Please feel free to interact with the authors off stage. Thank you.
Just 1 minute. Please do.
I can take it. I can. Yeah.
Hello, and please do visit hall number 6, stall T14. You will find all our books as well as books by other authors. Please. Thank you.
And we'll be doing a small launch there at hall number what she mentioned. And we'll have little snacks also. So please join us there. Thank you.